Winter can be tough on lawns. In many areas, lawns have really suffered because of the cold, and it causes them to yellow, and also because of winter weeds smothering them. Now is the time to act, and you can clean up the weeds and kickstart your lawn into a very healthy state just in time for spring, and it's not hard to do. Now, one of the first things that you need to make sure you do after the long winter months is get rid of all the weeds. The broadleaf weeds and also that little prickle bindi are appearing everywhere. And the simplest way to control them is using a selective herbicide, a hose on like this Weed and Feed. It's a really effective control of most weed species. Now, all you do is hose it over the top. Don't do it on a rainy day. And you cannot use this product on broadleaf lawns like buffalo. It's really important to use a special selective herbicide, which you can get from your local garden centre. Lawns are incredibly good for the mind, general health and environment, and sadly they don't play as much a role as they used to in home gardens. Now, we've had a couple of hours of rainfall and the rain has soaked right through the grass and is now replenishing the underground aquifers. This is absolutely critical for large trees. It allows them to drink right through the summer months. And one of the other terrific benefits of turf is it sucks up all the pollutants. Now, normally water would have washed down the driveway or any hard surface and it ended up going into the drains and eventually out to sea. But because it runs off this and into the lawn sucks up those pollutants and stores them as carbon in the soil. Now, another thing that it does is it takes CO2 out of the atmosphere and does exactly the same thing. And that is absolutely brilliant for our environment. Now, adding a little bit of lawn can make an enormous difference to the amount of energy you use in the house. You see, a lawn will cool down the house and the garden. This means that you're also going to use less water. You see, they really can be great for the environment. Did you know that it's scientifically proven that cities are between 5 and 7% hotter than rural areas? Now, much of this relates to the hardscape. They're asphalt, concrete, paving and masonry that absorbs heat during the day and then slowly releases it back into the atmosphere during the evening, increasing the average ambient temperature. Now, we all know that beautiful lush green lawns like this Empire zoysia grass make the perfect playing surface for pets and for kids. But one thing that you may not have known is that 5 square metres of turf produces enough oxygen to sustain 1 person per day. That's another good reason to have a great lawn. Isn't it, Piggy? Hey? Isn't it?